We have Meredith Matthews from the Arcata City Council, accompanied by Shoshan.
Good afternoon, Crabs fans around the world and around the block, listening on the World Wide Web and on the radio. Crabs baseball is on the air. It's a lovely Sunday afternoon, a shiny, beautiful day in Arcata, a great day for baseball. Benjamin Schaefer along with Liam Warner, and we are delighted to bring you all the action today as the Crabs look to sweep the Fresno A's in this three-game weekend series. A thrilling game last night, Liam.
Yeah, I mean, I was telling you off mic, the one game I'm not on air for is the best game.
Yeah.
I get the 14-0 game on Friday.
Yeah.
Hopefully I make up for that with a good game here today. But yeah, what a game last night. I mean, it looked like, you know, the A's had some pretty good pitching. The Crabs kind of left some opportunities there on the field, and then the Crabs found a way in the bottom of the ninth to tie it, and the bottom of the 10th to bring the automatic runner home and win it. So, yeah, it was definitely a thrilling game for sure.
And Adam Enyart had a great night. He pitched great, kept the Crabs in it.
I don't
think
had
the walk-off single.
Yeah, I don't think I remember a time where a pitcher got the win and got the walk-off hit. So,
yeah,
what a night for
and really
him.
just a bit of luck for the Crabs. A two-base error in the ninth inning by the center fielder.
That's
really,
right. That's right.
That turned the tide. The Crabs were looking at a loss, and fly ball to center. The center fielder dropped it, and that really was the turning point.
Yeah, that's right. They kind of handed it to the Crabs there, but the Crabs will definitely take it.
All right, let's give you the lineups for today's game.
Yeah, the starting lineups are brought to you by Compass Community Credit Union and the North Coast Co-op. For the Fresno A's, George Smith, the shortstop, will lead it off. Batting second will be the center fielder, Tyson Miller. Batting third will be the left fielder, Mikey Ramirez. Batting fourth will be the designated hitter, A's Edens. Batting fifth will be the first baseman, Parker Cristal. Batting sixth will be the third baseman, Luke Naveau. Batting seventh will be the right fielder, Luke Ree. Batting eighth will be the second baseman, Brian Sanders II. Batting ninth will be the catcher, Julian Rodriguez. And on the mound for the A's will be Nate Carrillo.
Thank you, Liam. For our Crabs, Keenan Morris at third base leads it off. Logan Forsythe will catch and bat second. Cameron Sewell at second base bats third. The aforementioned Adam Enyart in right field bats cleanup. Sutter Moss in center field bats fifth. Michael Peraza will be at shortstop. He'll bat sixth. Caden Lee at first base bats seventh. Nolan Hamilton in left field bats eighth. And Parker Rogers will be the DH batting ninth. On the mound for the Crabs, David Zazueta. Another left-hander. Crabs have a lot of left-handers this season.
Yeah, Zazueta pitched last Sunday, and he seems to be the regular Sunday starter for Robin Guyver, which is kind of the highest honor you can get as a Crab.
Here we go. Here's Smith to lead it off. And he takes a fastball high and outside. Smith last night was 0 for 3 with a sacrifice fly.
Zazueta in his start last Sunday went 5 innings, gave up 2 runs.
There's another fastball that misses away.
He got the win in that start, walked 5 and struck out 8.
2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Another fastball outside. That's 3 in a row in the same spot. Way high and outside. Defensively for the Crabs, it's Zazueta on the mound. Forsythe is catching. Caden Lee at first. Cam Sewell at second. Aiden Morris at third. Perazzo at short. Nolan Hamilton in left. Sutter Moss in center. Here's the next pitch, and he walks him on 4 pitches. Adam Enyart in right field. All 4 of those pitches, Liam, were about 2 feet outside and high.
Not close.
So leadoff hitter aboard for the A's. Here's Tyson Miller. Miller had 3 walks in last night's game. And he takes a pitch right down the middle for a called strike. And of course he was taking all the way since Smith walked on 4 pitches. Lefty against lefty.
Josh got him on Friday.
A look at first, and here comes the pitch. That's hit in the air to right center field, playable. Moss is under it. He's got it. 1 away. Here's Mikey Ramirez, the right fielder.
Mikey Ramirez.
Ramirez last night was 1 for 5. And the pitch, fastball in there for a strike, belt high on the outside corner.
I did too. I was sitting out there in right field. I'm like, oh, that's got a chance. I'm like, oh, that's all right. I was sitting on loudness.
Oh yeah, I thought that was gone.
The 0-1 misses low. Ball and a strike to count. Wind is blowing gently out towards left center field. It is a gorgeous day in Arcata. 1-1, and now a toss over to first. Another big crowd. We've had pretty much the ballpark filled the first week of the season.
You know, we had over 1,000 people last night.
That's
which
right.
For a a random Saturday with nothing special going on.
No band
I mean,
either. No.
That's pretty incredible.
Sure is. 1-1 to count. Here comes the pitch. Fastball away.
And I think the Crabs had one of their best opening weekends ever in terms of attendance last weekend. So Crabs fans are coming out. Love to see it.
2-1. Runners going. Here's the pitch. It's high. The throw down the second is not going to be in time. He had a huge jump. And so Smith now in scoring position with 1 out. And the count 2-1 to Ramirez. Three and one, excuse me. The 3-1 misses away, and he walks him. Second walk of the inning issued by Zazueta. Puts runners on first and second with 1 out. Here's the cleanup hitter.
Happy retirement to Dr. Peter Blakemore.
Hayes Edens. Edens last night was 0 for 2 with a couple of walks.
Jenny Darks, Mark Miles, and Earl.
The one thing about last night's game, I mean, there were only a handful of clean innings that I could count.
That's true,
I mean,
yeah.
every single inning there was a lot of traffic, a lot of walks, and
That's right.
I mean, both starters did a pretty decent job of limiting the damage, given how much traffic they were pitching through.
Yeah, it is kind of surprising that only, 9 runs were scored. It was 5-4 final,
Yeah.
right?
Yep, that's right.
So here's Edens with runners on first and second. Here's the pitch, and he takes a fastball for a strike on the outside corner. Well, more or less on the outside corner.
According to TrackMan.
Runners second is going to third, and the ball is cued out of play.
Finn is back in the booth, so we have our TrackMan system operating.
That TrackMan's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, super cool.
It tells us the speed, it tells us the distance of the ball hit,
Exit velocity,
the exit
distance.
velocity, and it also shows us the strike zone.
There's a lot more it could show us, too, but...
Oh, they got the runner picked off at second. Oh, he throws to the wrong side of the bag. The ball goes into center field, no advance. But, boy, they had Smith dead to rights out there at second. And Zazueta just threw to the wrong side of the bag.
Yeah, that's
he would have had him
tough.
otherwise.
But yeah, with TrackMan, there's a lot more information I could show, but not all of it's really applicable.
The 0-2 swung on and missed. Has a big strikeout.
New things like spin rate.
Spin rate, yeah.
Yeah. Which pitchers do, that is a thing that pitchers want to know.
It's a thing for sure. I mean, yeah.
A lot of guys come up to the booth and look at their TrackMan data, and they're really into it.
Here's Chris Stahl. He had a good night last night. A couple of doubles. He was hit by a pitch and walk. Crabs didn't get him out. Here's the pitch. And he takes a backdoor slider on the outside corner. Nice pitch. 0-1.
Yeah, I believe Cristal hit 9th last night, and
He did, yeah.
he's been rewarded a bit by moving up into the 5th
He hit a ball
slot.
so hard last night that
yeah.
we thought it was out. It hit the top of the fence.
Well, just based on the sound, I thought it was gone.
The 0-1, and he fouls that one out of play. He does have a very quick bat.
I mean, I think that's the loudest non-home run I've ever heard.
Yeah, I think so,
off
too.
of a bat.
You got a big opportunity here with runners on first and second, but there are 2 away. And he's in an 0-2 hole. A look out at second. Zazueta deals. Ooh, just misses low and away. One and 2. Now Zazueta walks out towards second base. He almost got Smith during the last hitter. One and 2 to Cristal. Roller out to short. Throw to first, and the inning ends with no damage. 2 left, no errors. The Crabs coming to bat. This is Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the ballpark. Thanks to Baywood Golf and Country Club, also Big Blue Cafe. Visit the Crabs' favorite Big Blue Cafe on the plaza in Arcata, serving breakfast and lunch all day. Welcome home to the Big Blue. Also Crestmark Millwork, a local manufacturer of custom cabinetry and millwork for commercial projects throughout California and Oregon, creating signature elements of extraordinary spaces. Since 1997, Crestmark is committed to promoting a healthy and productive society by investing in the relationships with their employees, local communities, suppliers, and customers. All right, bottom of the first inning, it'll be Morris, Forsyth, and Sewell for the Crabs against right-handed pitcher Nate Carrillo for the A's.
Don't worry, you can catch the rest of the game on the Humboldt Crabs YouTube channel.
Keenan Morris, he's had a really good start to the season, both offensively and defensively. Coming in batting .360. He has 4 RBIs, 4 walks, and 4 stolen bases. So he's doing just about everything.
And then playing just a brilliant defense at third.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's compared him to Matt Chapman the other night. I mean, he just makes those really tough plays look very routine.
Oklahoma Baptist University number 9, third baseman, Keenan Morris.
All right, here we go. Defensively for the A's, it's Nate Carrillo on the mound. Julian Rodriguez is the catcher. Parker Cristal at first. Brian Saunders the second at second base. Luke Niveau at third. George Smith at short. Mikey Ramirez in left. Tyson Miller in center. And Luke Ree in right field. Here's the first pitch, and it's a fastball low and outside. One-0 pitch. Hit foul down the left field line. It's going to drift out of play. Ball and a strike to count. And the next pitch hit hard on the ground, foul, wide at first. Creo is a deliberate worker. Now he steps off. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. High. Fastball, 88 miles an hour.
High chance, man. High chance.
Two. Grounded on the ground to first. He'll take it to the bag himself, one away. Here's Logan Forsythe.
Batting extra crowd from Southeast Missouri State University, number 5, catcher, Liam Forsythe.
Liam Forsythe, I mean, he's been outstanding offensively as well, coming in batting .471.
Yikes.
6 RBIs, 5 walks, and a stolen base.
And he hits the ball foul over towards the Crabs dugout.
Oh, yeah, with his back.
Yeah.
He's got the same thing. You guys know Brian Barretta? No?
0-1.
You know, he's pitching coach, or was pitching coach at CR, and he had the same thing. And
Fouled up against the screen.
Been out of position for a long time. So the way that Nate's walking, I understand.
Yeah, Forsythe was right on both of those.
He just missed that one. 0-2. And the pitch. Oh, I don't know where that missed. Just barely outside. Great take. 1-2. That one's popped high in the air, back of home plate, and it's going to drift into the stands where it falls untouched.
I don't think he was near any of the stands, so.
Worst fielding fans in the world here at the Arcata Ballpark.
I don't think there were any fans really near that one, although it went out of my view, so.
I heard it hit the bench.
Yeah, you might be right. There might have been an opportunity to field that one.
I mean, make an effort, you know?
Yeah.
The 1-2. Oh, blew a fastball right by him. Nasty pitch. 2 away.
So I think I was telling you about the Savannah Bananas yesterday.
Yeah.
And one of the rules, I think, at Savannah Bananas games is if a fan makes a catch, then it's an out.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So there are real consequences there.
Here's Cameron Sewell.
If you were an official scorer at a Bananas game, you could actually charge a fan with an error.
That's funny. When I was at that Mets game a couple weeks ago, a ball was hit right over our heads, a screaming foul ball. in there for a strike.
Oh, did you catch it?
I didn't. I have to confess. It was not really in my, it was over my head. The 0-1. This is down low.
Sewell coming in also very good offensively. He leads the team in batting average, although he's only played in 3 games. Coming in at .556, 5 for 9, 3 walks, 1 RBI, 3 stolen bases, second on the team.
The 1-1. Breaking pitch in there on at the knees on the inside corner. Great pitch, 1-2. I have to say the A's pitching has been very good, other than
Friday.
The starter of Friday night, who had some trouble.
Yeah. No, the pitching last night was fantastic. I mean, the Crabs had plenty of opportunities.
The 1-2 is in the dirt.
And really couldn't get it done until, I mean, the A's kind of gifted them.
That's right, yeah.
You know, to
can't blame the pitchers.
Gifted them a ball, a dropped ball to tie up the game,
and the game winner was just a little loop single over second base. It wasn't like anyone hit the ball hard.
The A's failed to score their runner on second, and the Crabs, first thing, got a hit and got the win.
2-2 is hit high in the air down the right field line. He got under it, and near the warning track, Ree makes the catch for out number 3. Crabs go in order in the first. We're tied at 0. This is exciting. Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. We are back. Top of the second inning, no score. It'll be Niveau, Ree, and Sanders the second for the A's.
Top of the second inning, batting for the A's from Franklin Pierce University, number 12, third baseman,
Luke Niveau last night was reached base 3 times, was hit by a pitch twice and walked. Yeah, the first pitch is hit in the air to left field, deep. Going back is Hamilton. He's near the track, and he has it for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the second inning.
That was an adventure out there for Nolan Hamilton.
Yeah.
He kind of came in and then misread it, had to sprint back, and made a pretty nice catch given the circumstances.
I think the ball carried further than it sounded like it was going to carry off the bat. So here's Ree, the right fielder. Ree last night was 0 for 4.
Yeah, these Sunday day games tend to be pretty windy.
It's true, yeah. And here's the pitch. There's a breaking pitch high.
Typically when I get here in the morning, as it was this morning, it's very foggy, very misty.
Yeah.
Everything's wet, and then the fog and the clouds burn off, and it's very warm and very windy for the rest of the day.
1-0 is a fastball in there at the knees for called strike. Let's not look at the track man. Pay no attention to the track man.
Yeah, the track man's going to prove you wrong plenty of times, Benjamin.
1-1. This is high. 2-1.
I mean, I've said this
He
before.
proved me wrong. The umpires want to call it a strike, not me.
I've said this before. The track man has shown me that the home plate umpires are a lot better than we've given them credit for before we have the TrackMan system in place.
2-1 is high. Well, the point's not that they're wrong, it's that the call goes against the Crabs.
Yeah, true.
That's the problem. The 3-1. Swung on and missed. Truth is not relevant here.
Exactly. I mean, this is definitely a homer broadcast. We are not not neutral.
3-2. Swung on and missed. Took something off. Nasty. 2 away. Here's Brian Sanders, the second. Last night he was 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts.
Number 9, second baseman, Brian Sanders.
There's a fastball low. David Zazueta out on the mound for the Crabs. One-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1. All the Crabs pitchers I appreciate. They work quickly.
Yeah. That was a perfect pitch, just tucked into the lower left corner of the strike zone there.
1-1. There it is again. He waves at it. 1-2.
Yeah, last pitch was 85. That one was a breaking ball at 73. Good change of speed.
The 1-2 in the dirt. Two pitch. Outside. Three on 2 the count. Here's the pitch. In the air, left center field. Moss going back near the track. And that's out number 3. A's go in order in the second. Still no score. This is Crabs Baseball 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the ballpark. Thanks to Charleston Tree Services, here to help you with your growing concerns. Locally owned and operated family business has served homeowners and commercial property owners throughout Humboldt County since 2007. Also, Compass Community Credit Union. Hey, Crabs fans, team sponsor Compass Community Credit Union is happy to point you toward a better banking experience. Visit their conveniently located branches in Arcata and Eureka or online at compassccu.org. That's compassccu.org. Also, the North Coast Co-op. Adam Anyart leads off for the Crabs in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, Adam Anyart, he's had quite a season. Got the walk-off hit last night and was also the winning pitcher. Because he came in late, pitched the top of the 10th. Coming in batting 471, 3 home runs. That leads the team 9 RBIs. That's second on the team.
Fastball misses low, 1-0. Only had 2 home runs on Friday night.
That's right. It's him and Sutter Moss that are 2 outstanding offensive players so far.
There's a strike right down the middle, check swing. 1-1 now. Nate Carrillo out on the mound for the A's. One. Grounded out to short. One away. Here is Sutter Moss.
That girl, Ella. Great job, Ella. Thank
Talked
you.
about Sutter Moss already, but another Crab who's having an outstanding start to the season. Of course, hit the grand slam on Friday night. He has 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. That leads the team. 4 walks.
And the pitch. In there for a strike on the inside corner. One. Hit in the air, out of play.
That foul ball brought to you by Wild the Planet, the original sustainable seafood company.
The 0-2. I wonder how Krusty feels about the Crabs. I mean, having a seafood company as our sponsor.
I don't know.
1-2 pitch. Oh, took something off, and Moss swung right through it. 2 away. Second strikeout for Carrillo. Here's Perazo.
Perazo's only appeared in 3 games so far, but so far he is 3 for 11. 2 RBIs, 2 walks, and a couple stolen bases.
One swung on and missed. Sorry, that pitch is swung on and missed, and now it's 0-1. I suppose Krusty, he's an environmentalist. It is sustainable seafood.
That's right.
So maybe he's okay with it.
Yeah.
The 0-1, way outside. And really, they're targeting tuna, not crab. So
yeah,
I don't know what kind of
I think he's good.
camaraderie there is among sea creatures, but 1-1 the count. Slow roller out to second. Should end the inning, and does. Crabs go 1-2-3 in the second. Still no score. This is exciting Crabs baseball. 107.3 FM.
Top of the third inning, batting for the Fresno A's.
We're back.
State University, number 44, catcher, Julian Rodriguez.
9-hitter will lead it off for the A's here in the top of the third inning. No score. Zazueta deals a fastball on the inside corner for a called strike.
Oh, I was talking to him a little bit like yesterday. He said he had a full beard, and then he got hit you.
The 0-1,
Like, yeah, I can't
swung on and missed.
They're all really cool. It was nice hanging out with them.
The 0-2 outside. 1-2 pitch is high.
Oh, the dugout maybe. I was about to say bullpen. They were fine. Dugout, they can complain about all they want. Bullpen, they're just.
2-2 misses inside.
Those guys barely see like the safe place. Yeah, they see maybe a couple of days or a week. They usually want to talk.
3-2 pitch is high.
It's lonely out there, yeah. They don't get a hit.
And so Rodriguez aboard with a walk. That's the third walk issued by Zazueta.
See, that's a pitch that looks
I thought that was a
right
strike.
in the middle of the strike zone from up here, but then you look on TrackMan and
Was high.
it's definitely up. So
George Smith.
this kind of shows the angle is everything when you're looking at the strike zone.
Well, obviously the TrackMan has the wrong angle.
True. Yeah.
This is fell over towards the A's dugout. I think we need to fix the TrackMan. maybe.
Yeah, it might need to be recalibrated.
Smith walked his first appearance. Runner over at first. Here's the pitch. Ooh, and he waves at an off-speed pitch. That was way out in front of that. 0-2. Big lead over at first, and now Zazueta throws over there. The 0-2 is high. Throw back behind a runner, and it almost got him. Another throw to first. The 1-2. Breaking pitch right over the heart of the plate, called strike 3. Smith knew it.
Now batting number 4, center fielder, Tyson Miller.
One away. Here's Tyson Miller, flied to center his first at bat. Something weird going on behind home plate. It looks like the screen has come loose.
Oh, look at Jacko trying to fix it.
They're repairing it as we speak.
Jeff Giacomini, not just the hitting coach. Do some maintenance on the
Also
field
the
as well.
handyman.
That's right.
All right, looks like a successful repair.
Oh, that's a new one.
And the pitch shows bunt. It's right down the middle. So 0-1 now to Miller. And there's a hard ground ball over to third. Kicks off Morris's glove, and he won't have a play. E5.
E5.
It's a tough error, but it's an error.
Batting next today is number 13, left fielder, Mikey Ramirez.
So first and second now. That ball just kicked right off Aiden Morris's glove. It took a high hop and chest high, and he just couldn't get a glove on it. And there's a pitch high, 1-0. Don't see that happen too often.
Yeah, especially with Keenan Morris. I mean,
That's what I mean, yeah.
we were talking about how reliable he is over there. I mean, even guys like Matt Chapman still make errors every
That's
once
right.
in a while.
There's a grounder out to short. Shuffles a second for one. Back to first, and it's offline. So they get to force at second, but no out at first. Ramirez aboard on the fielder's choice.
Bad boy Blaze.
Miller forced out 6-4. On the play, Rodriguez goes to third. So now there's runners on the corner for Edens, the DH. He struck out his first at bat. As Azueta sets, the runner on first goes. The throw hits him. Pitch hits him. So that's going to load the bases for the A's.
Kids get to run the bases every Sunday following the game. Kids are able to line up on the third base side, and we'll give them the countdown: 1, 2, 3, set, go. Watch them run from third base to home plate as the Crabs players line up.
All right, bases loaded for Cristal. And as we said earlier, he hit the ball very hard twice last night.
Yeah, that's when
He grounded out to short his first time today. So an opportunity now for the A's with the bases loaded, although there are 2 outs.
Batting next, number 34, first baseman, Harper Cristal.
There's a pitch down low. The 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike at the knees, 1-1. One pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? Ball gets away, but no advance. First base umpire rules that he did not go around. Who are the umpires today, by the way?
It is Michael Cowan at home plate, Zach Norton at first, and Stephen Young at third.
2 balls, 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch. Grounded past the mound, out towards short. And they throw a second to get the force there. Nice play by Perazo, and that ends the inning. No runs. There were no hits. There was an error, and 3 left. And at the end of 2.5, we still are tied at 0. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the ballpark. Thanks to North Coast Mercantile, Family owned and operated, serving Humboldt County since 1951, North Coast Mercantile brings you a fantastic assortment of domestic, import, and craft beers, as well as wine, spirits, non-alcoholic beverages, and snacks. Check out the Mercantile's Titus trailer in the right field beer garden at the Arcata Ballpark, where they have 8 taps featuring local microbrews, wine, and cider. Also, U.S. Bank strengthening our local communities. Their commitments come to life through their people, programs, and policies. Together, we can make a difference in the communities we serve. And that is all the ads for today.
Wow, Benjamin.
Blew right through them, so you wouldn't have to.
Absolutely locked in today.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Bottom of the third inning for the Crabs. It'll be the bottom of the order. Lee, Hamilton, and Rogers. Crabs have not had a base runner yet.
See, we're the opposite. These day games, you're absolutely locked in, ready to go. And
I love day baseball.
I am not.
I love day baseball.
Night games is where I'm locked in. And
and I'm what?
Also locked in.
I'm old. I get tired at night now.
Maybe once you start getting to like 10 p.m.
I get sleepy earlier than you. Yeah. So here's Lee. I do love day baseball.
Yeah, I could do without it.
Here's the pitch. And Lee takes high. Sorry, this is not Caden Lee. That's the wrong. No, it is. Okay. Yeah. I'm still learning the Crabs players. Next pitch is a slider down and away. 1-1, 2-0.
You just had to miss opening weekend by being in New York City.
What a city, man.
Well, I'd love to visit someday.
2-0 pitch is high, 3-0. I loved every minute of it. It's just the most beautiful. It's beautiful.
I was in Philadelphia in April, so kind of close.
I'd like to see Philadelphia. I bet that's a nice city.
Philly,
I've heard that's
Philly's
a very nice
cool.
city. 3-0 is in there for a strike, 3-1. I mean, New York's got everything. It really does.
I've got some good friends who live out there in Philly, so I've been there like 4 times already. So it's cool. Saw the Liberty Bell last time I was there.
3-1. Swung on and missed.
I've been to Citizens Bank Park in Philly 3 times, I think, at this point.
Yeah, I remember you texted me last time you were there.
Saw the Giants play there a couple of years ago.
That's
Fortunately, the Phillies walked it off.
3-2. Swung on and missed at the high heat. And Lee is gone. Nate Carrillo is rolling.
Yeah, both starters really are doing pretty well so far.
Here's Nolan Hamilton.
Nate Carrillo, he's been perfect so far.
Yes, he has. Nolan Hamilton with that cool bat. Takes high. It's like a bumblebee, that bat. It's got those cool stripes on it.
It's definitely cool.
The 1-0. Fastball on the outside corner, 1-1.
You definitely have to have a cool bat if we can notice it from up here.
For sure. 1-1 in the dirt.
Oh, man, there was a Crabs player for like 2 or 3 years ago. I forgot his name, but he would always come with the coolest bats.
I remember that.
Yeah, and like he had this like
who it was too.
special bat company that like made bats for him.
Really?
He's had the best bats.
2-1 is high. 3-1 the count now to Hamilton. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the third inning, no score. Three-one is a strike on the outside corner. And the pitch. 3-2, he just gets a piece of it and fouls it up against the screen. 3-2. Oh, nasty breaking pitch right on the outside corner, called strike 3. 4 strikeouts now for Carrillo. 2 in a row. And here's Parker Rogers.
Parker Rogers coming in 4 for 12. Couple of RBIs, 8 walks. Stolen base.
And he swings at the first pitch, 0-1.
Parker Rogers is one of those guys that will definitely give you a good at-bat just about every time.
And he wears his stirrup showing, which is cool.
Oh, yeah.
Pitch is hit high in the air, and it's going to drift out of play.
CR product now goes to Minot State in North Dakota, I think.
What's it called?
Minot State.
Minot.
Minot State.
Minot. Yeah, that's in North Dakota.
Yep.
I've been to Minot.
Really?
When I was a little boy. 0-2. This is high.
I'd love to visit that part of the country, the Dakotas, Montana, Wyoming.
It's pretty out there.
That area, yeah.
The 1-2. Called strike 3 right down the middle. And Carrillo strikes out the side here in the bottom of the 3rd. We're still tied at 0. This is Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Before I come. All right, we're in the top of the 4th inning. It'll be Niveau, Ree, and Sanders for the A's. No score, and here's Liam to bring you all the action.
Thank you, Benjamin. David Zazueta out on the mound. Pitched through quite a bit of traffic so far, but it's not really giving up any damage, of course. And Niveau kind of checks it, but it's check swing and hit foul at the plate. 0-1. Pitches outside 1-1. One is a fly ball out to center field, racing over to his left, trying to track it down, and making the catch is Sutter Moss, one away. Zazueta has walked 3 and hit 1, but has not given up a hit yet. Luke Ree will step in. Mr. Ree is high 1-0. In fact, neither team has a hit so far here in the top of the 4th inning. 1-0 in the dirt, and it's 2-0. 2-0 pitch is a high chopper down the third base line. Foul. 2-1. Two-one swing and a miss. Another nasty breaking ball from Zazueta. 2-2. 2-2 pitch, popped up on the infield, right side. It's going to be the second baseman, Sewell, to make the catch. 2 away. And that's going to bring in Brian Sanders. Brian Sanders the second. Sanders is last fouled on the first base line. It's 0-1. Beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Arcata. Great crowd. No one swung on and missed. 0-2. A breaking ball from Zazueta, tailing away again to Sanders. Yo, 2 breaking ball just misses outside. 1-2. He has got some good movement. 1-2 swung on and missed. Strike 3, and it's going to be picked up by the catcher. Throw down to first, and that's going to do it here in the top of the fourth. We are scoreless as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the Arcata Ballpark. Bottom of the fourth inning. We are scoreless between the Crabs and the A's. It'll be top of the order. Morris, Forsyth, and Sewell due up against Nate Carrillo, who is perfect one time through the Crabs order. Crabs looking for a base runner. Let's take you through some scores from around Major League Baseball while we're waiting. The Braves lead the Giants 1-0, bottom of the second, down in San Francisco. And the West Sacramento A's lead the Baltimore Orioles 1-0, top of the second. Sutter Health Park. Keenan Morris will step in. After Friday's game, the way that went for the A's, kind of surprised to see that pitching go much better, as it's a fly ball down the left field line. Left fielder racing over into the bullpen, and it will go out of play. 0-1. A's pitching really got a lot better Saturday, and then today, of course, Nate Carrillo is still perfect at the moment. The one to Morris is fouled back, and it's 0-2.
Ball brought to you by David Golf and Country Club.
0-2 pitch is a soft line drive that's going to get down into left field for a base hit. That's the first base runner and hit for the Crabs. In fact, the first hit in the entire game for either team. The leadoff single is going to bring in Liam Forsyth. Pitch to Forsyth in the dirt. 1-0. One up pitch, swung on a miss, 1-1. When one up high, runner goes. The throw down to second is high, and in safely is Keenan Morris. Now runner at second. Nobody out. And a good chance for the Crabs to jump ahead early. Two one, called strike on the outside part of the plate, 2-2. Two in the dirt. The runner, it goes to third. Morris, as the ball kind of got away from the A's catcher, Julian Rodriguez. So now a runner at third and nobody out. Corners come in for the A's.
Yeah, it's awesome.
3-2 inside, ball four. So first and third, nobody out now for the Crabs. And I'm bringing Cameron Sewell.
Well, I see the perfect game has ended.
Yep, and the no-hitter.
Cameron Sewell.
And the no-hitter.
And hopefully the shutout will end pretty soon here. We'll see.
Did Morris steal second?
Yes.
And then he went on a wild pitch.
Yep. Sewell in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1.
Forsyth walked.
Yes. The one pitch fouled straight back to the screen. It's 0-2.
Morris's hit was the first hit of the game.
Yep. It has been a pitcher's duel so far. Although the Crabs starter, David Zazueta, has pitched through a lot more traffic than
He sure has, yeah.
Nick Rio has. But unblemished so far.
He's gotten the strikeout when he's needed it.
Yep. Kind of similar to last night. 0-2 is a fly ball out to left field. Left fielder racing back towards the track, making the catch, tagging up from third and scoring easily will be Keenan Morris, and the Crabs lead this game 1-0. Off the bat, it didn't seem like that ball was going to carry very far, and then just
Well, the wind
kind
is
of got
blowing.
a jump on it.
The wind is blowing fairly briskly from right to left. If you look at the flags up on the City Hall there.
Yeah. So Forsyth will remain at first, so runner at first with one out. And stepping in will be Adam Enyart. Enyart, runner goes, pitches in the dirt, to throw down to second. Again is high. And again, the Crabs get another steal. This time it's Liam Forsyth. Both throws down to second by the catcher Julian Rodriguez have been pretty high. And maybe Liam Forsyth kind of hurt himself a little bit. Hitting coach Jeff Giacomini out to check on him. Maybe jammed his neck a bit.
Yeah, it looks like maybe he hurt his neck a little bit.
Looks to be relatively okay.
He's giving the Crabs salute out there, so that indicates that all is well.
For now, he's all right. I'm sure Nate Keys will check him over once he gets back to the dugout. One out count to Adam Enyart. We're at second with one out. Crabs lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. The 1-0 is a line shot out to left center field, and that ball is gone. Adam Enyart with his fourth home run of the season, and the Crabs lead it 3-0. I mean, based on what the ball looked like off the bat, I did not think that was going to go out. This just carried right out of here onto the freeway. Like Benjamin was saying, I think the wind helped a little bit, but that thing was hit hard.
I don't know. That was a laser shot.
106 off the bat.
Yeah.
And went 394 feet.
Center fielder Sutter Moss.
I didn't think it had the height to get over.
Me either.
But it just kept rising.
Sutter Moss will step in. Another home run threat. In there for a called strike, 1-1.
That
Or
was
the track
crushed.
man bit off the plate outside, but Carrillo gets the call.
That's one of the hardest hit home runs I've seen here.
That was crushed. Swung on it, missed 0-2. I mean, 106 miles per hour off the bat.
Well, it went out near the 394 sign over that, what, is it about a 20-foot fence out there? How high is our fence?
I think that sounds about right.
Yeah, so
I haven't measured it. 0-2 is a fly ball out to right field. The right fielder going back to the track and making the catch. It's Ree, 2 away. Crabs doing what they tend to do, which is, you know, they might struggle against a starter first time through the order and first 3 or 4 innings. And at a certain point, they tend to turn it on.
Yeah, well,
Peraza will step in now.
they suddenly plated 3 runs here, and that last ball was hit hard too.
Shows bunt, bunts it right down the third base line past the pitcher who dives to field it, throw to first, not in time.
Beautiful bunt.
What a gorgeous bunt from Michael Peraza. And I think he caught the A's defense off guard, which obviously is the point of a bunt like that,
That
with
was
2
a
outs.
perfect bunt.
And the first base umpire, Zach Norton, called that the first baseman was off the bag. So, I mean, that was really an incredible.
Manager looks
Yeah, he is upset.
a little bit hot there. I think you should throw him out for that. It's outrageous.
Yeah.
Disrespect to question the umpire in any way.
Well, Zach Norton keeping him in the game. That was a great play by Nate Carrillo, the pitcher, to even make it that close. That was a pretty close play at first. So Caden Lee will step in. So Lee up high, 1-0. Caden Lee, he had a home run last Sunday. (1-0) inside, 2-0. In there for a called strike, 2-1. Well, if Adam Enyart keeps on hitting home runs at this pace, he will shatter Damian Henderson's home run record very quickly.
Yes, he will.
We'll see if he can keep it up, but
that's 3 just over the weekend.
(2-1) runner goes, pitches in the dirt, and there's not going to even be a throw. Peraza's going to steal second easily. Might have a Damian Henderson sighting at Alumni Day in July. Said he might make the trip out here.
Oh, yeah?
Great to see him. One of the most popular crabs of all time.
That was a fun season when he broke that record.
Oh, yeah. Actually, when I was interviewing him for that story, I listened to some of your calls on the, the home run tying record and the go-ahead record. Pitches low ball 4 to Lee. So he'll be first and second with 2 outs.
I remember that game when it was a walk-off.
That was the one where he tied it. It was a fireworks night. It was a walk-off, and so that call was electric for me. I mean,
that was an amazing play. That was an amazing play. Thank you.
I think the right before that pitch is thrown, you said, wouldn't it be great if he tied the record and walked it off, and the very next pitch he did it. Nolan Hamilton steps in.
I manifested it.
You really did. Right in there for a called strike, 0-1. One swung on and missed. 0-2. By the way, Damian Henderson is a YouTuber now. He is making YouTube videos on the Watch Momentum YouTube channel that was started by, I believe, Trevor Bauer, former Dodger pitcher.
What are these videos about?
Oh, they're just They do all kinds of fun stuff. Though, too, is swung on and missed strike 3. More on that later. Yep, that is the third out. And that's going to do it here in the 4th inning with the Crabs. They get 3 runs, including a 2-run shot off the bat of Adam Enyart. And 3-0 Crabs as we head to the 5th. You're listening to Humble Crabs Baseball, ESPN Radio, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 5th inning. It'll be Rodriguez, Smith, and Miller due up for the A's against David Zazueta. Pitch to Rodriguez is a line drive right past the diving Sewell into center field for a base hit. And that's the first hit of the game for the Fresno A's.
And then a couple years ago, I got a friend of mine just help me out because it's just too much to do 5 games.
And that'll bring in George Smith.
For the A's, number 14, George Smith.
And then 2 years ago, we had a guy, so we can kind of like
Smith misses low, 1-0. Is swung on and missed. Another nasty breaking ball from Zazueta, 1-1. One. Misses inside, 2-1. Two-one pitch, low and inside, and it's 3-1.
on the farthest.
3-1 in there for a called strike, and the count goes full 3-2. Three-two call, strike 3. Great pitch from Zazueta.
Happy trails.
One away. I'm bringing Tyson Miller. I was talking about Damian Henderson and his YouTube channel. They kind of do all kinds of funny baseball-related videos. And one of the video titles is, would pro players be better umpires than MLB umpires? Pitches low and outside 1-0. So I think they actually, Damian and the other guys on the channel, umpired a real baseball game.
Nice.
Pitches swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. Yeah, they test all kinds of equipment. It's pretty cool. So if you want to see what Damien's up to, go to the Momentum YouTube channel. The 1-1 is ground ball through the right side. That's a base hit. Kind of dies out there in the outfield, but get it back in quickly. So first and second with one out.
Well, it's important not to give up any runs, not just because giving up runs is bad in general, but also because the Crabs just got 3 runs.
Yeah.
And you don't want to let them back in the game.
And it looks like pitching coach Eric Ciccone is going to go out to talk to David Zazueta.
Founded in 1945, the Humboldt Crabs are the oldest.
We'll go through some more Major League scores. Giants now trail 3-1. Bottom of the third. Giants looking to try to sweep the Braves after 2 walk-off wins in a row. A pretty exciting weekend for the Giants. The West Sacramento A's lead Matt Filar's Baltimore Orioles 2-1. Bottom of the second.
Batting next, number 13, Mikey Ramirez.
Mikey Ramirez steps in. 'Mr. Ramirez is in the dirt 1-0. Tried to hold up, he did not. And Ramirez, it's 1-1. Although the home plate umpire Michael Cowan might have called that on the pitch. The 1-1, lone inside, 2-1. 2-1, gets away from the catcher and rolls to the backstop, and both runners move up. It'll be second and third with one out.
I believe that's a pass ball.
And our official scorer, Benjamin Schaefer, rules that a passed ball. Which I have no argument against. Yeah. 3-1, up high, ball 4, so that's going to load the bases.
No me gusta.
No me gusta indeed.
No me gusta.
Bases loaded, one out. Let's go bring in Hayes Edens. Yeah, like you said, David Zazueta, after his team giving him a lead, does not want to have an inning like this where he gives up some damage.
You want a shutdown inning.
That's right. Pitch to Edens is low, 1-0. No, swung and missed.
That was a good pitch.
Great pitch. Kind of looked like a slider tailing in on.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's a slider or a
1-1.
change.
Well, 75, that might be a change.
It's definitely a change of speed.
Yeah, for sure. 1-1, misses up high, 2-1. Well, either way, David Zazueta has some nasty movement on some of his pitches.
Yes, he does.
One ground ball fouled on the third base line. It's 2-2. 2-2 pitch in the dirt. Count goes full 3-2, and there's nowhere to put Hayes Edens.
Got a right-hander warming in the pen for the Crabs. That's
That is indeed Wade Mounts.
Wade Mounts.
And the pitch is a ground ball right to the shortstop. Flip the second for one on to first. Double play.
He does it again.
And that is exactly what David Jazwaita and the Crabs wanted there. And he gets out of it yet again, like you said. Crabs lead 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the fifth. You're listening to exciting Crabs baseball, ESPN Radio 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata. Crabs lead the A's by a score of 3-0. And will be Rogers, Morris, and Forsythe due up for the Crabs against Nate Carrillo, who was perfect through 3, and then the Crabs
And then he wasn't.
did some damage in the fourth.
He was perfect, and then he wasn't.
He was very much not.
Same, okay.
Elsewhere around Major League Baseball. So here the Dodgers lead the Cardinals 7-3. Boo. Mariners lead the Angels 1-0 down in Anaheim, and the West Sac A's up 4-1 now over the Orioles, top of the third at Sutter Health Park.
I'm disappointed in the A's. I thought they were going to have a better season than they have.
A lot of people did too. They were on a pretty good run earlier in the season, and then just fell way off. As Parker Rogers steps in. Pitch to Rogers, and therefore a called strike, going 1. The 0-1 inside, 1-1.
Did Jack score?
And therefore a called strike, 1-2. One two is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 away. I'm bringing Keenan Morris. 1 for 2. Got the first hit of the game for either team in the fourth. And proceeded to score.
Morris.
Morris is grounded fouled on the third base line, 0-1. The 1 pitch is high and outside, 1-1. Well, when pitch a called strike, 1-2. A little bit off the plate outside, but Carrillo gets the call. One two is grounded fouled on the first base line. Remains at 1-2. 1-2 pitch sprayed foul right above the Crabs dugout. Still 1-2. One, two is a chopper, slow roller to the second baseman, tries to barehand it but can't pick it up. And Keenan Morris is going to reach on an infield single.
Swinging bunt.
That boy Hezekiah.
And they'll bring in Liam Forsythe, runner at first with 1 out. Crabs up 3-0. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 'Forsythe way high and inside, 1-0. Throw to first, and Morris is back in diving. Is in the dirt, runner goes, and Keenan Morris will make it to second uncontested. So a stolen base for Morris. That's his second stolen base in the game. Is popped up, foul territory, first base side, and running out of room.
Oh,
is the
man,
A's
almost
first
caught
baseman.
it. Almost caught it. And, of course, dropped it at the last second.
That's right. You heard it from Benjamin.
Another error out in the stands.
That's what your ruling is? That's an error?
That's clearly an error, I mean.
2-1 now to Liam Forsythe. 2-1, right down the middle.
That was a good pitch.
Good breaking ball, 2-2. I'm not sure if Nate Carrillo would make it under MLB's pitch clock.
No, he takes his time out there, doesn't he?
Very deliberate.
But you know, baseball is supposed to be a meditative sport. That's the whole point.
Yes, it's
There should
supposed
be no
to
clocks
be
anywhere.
3.5 hours
That's right.
every time.
That's exactly right.
2-2. Ooh, just off the plate inside. Count goes full 3-2. That's a very good take from Liam Forsyth. Like a lot of the home plate umpires, at least here at the Arcata Ballpark, would have rung him up on that.
It was a good take because it was a very close pitch.
But according to TrackMan, off the plate inside, so good call by Michael Cowan. Three, 2, fly ball down the first baseline, foul. Do it again, 3-2.
Still.
3-2, slow grounder to the third baseman. It'll hit off of his glove, and he can't make the play. And so Forsyth is going to reach safely. And our official scorer is deliberating.
I think it's a hit.
Hit. And that's going to be an infield single for Liam Forsyth.
I don't think the third baseman would have gotten a throw off in time.
I think you're right. I would have called that a hit as well. And you have high standards for the infielders.
I do have high standards, yes.
Bringing Cameron Sewell first and second with one out. Pitch to Sewell is low, 1-0.
It also had a lot of spin on it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's
very difficult to get hold of it.
That's a hit all the way. That is not ordinary effort.
No.
As is defined.
That's correct.
In the official scoring rules. 1-0 is low, 2-0. But I mean, the funny thing about that is that it's subjective. I mean, ordinary effort for some guys is different than others.
It's relative for sure, yes.
You kind of have to grade on a curve, you know.
I mean, it's definitely different in Little League than it is in, for instance, in this level or in the major leagues.
Well, even at this level, I mean, there are some infielders that are just better than others.
That's right.
So
yeah.
An error for one guy is not an error for another guy. The 2-0 is a slow grounder to the right side. Second baseman picks it up, throws to second, and gets the force out, and coming around third, and hung up. Now the throw to the plate, and he kicks around the tag and scores. Wow. Benjamin, you tell the people what happened while I...
Well, what happened was the ball was hit slowly towards second. The second baseman got the out at second, but Aiden Morris came around third really hard and was going to go back because he thought he might be out, I think, and then he decided just to go for it. And he sprinted towards home, and the throw was in time, but the catcher couldn't get the tag down, and Morris just ran right past him.
Runner goes for second. The ball gets past the catcher, and Sewell's in the second. That's going to be credited with a stolen base. Well, thanks for doing that.
I think he was the third, actually. He started to go.
Doing play-by-play and doing the stats can
especially
get
a complicated play like that.
A little difficult when crazy things happen like that. 1-0 to Enyart. runner at second with 2 outs. Pitches in the dirt, 2-0. There's 2 outs. Two 2-0 is high and inside, 3-0.
How's it going down there? Good game. Yeah, it seems like it. It's good. Good sized crowd. Lots of sunshine.
Three 0 is high and outside, ball 4. So after hitting a 2-run shot in the 4th, Enyart looks to walk here in the 5th. And that'll bring in Sutter Moss. And there will be a meeting on the mound. Catcher and the first baseman going out to talk to Nate Carrillo.
Over on the backside.
Crab's schedule. They will take on the Stockton Pearls midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Then Athletic Edge Express, 7 o'clock start on Friday. Now next Saturday is Oyster Fest. So Benjamin, note in your calendar that that game starts at 2:30.
2:30 next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Okay, I think I
because
can
of
remember
Oyster
that.
Fest.
You may have to text me.
And then Athletic Edge Express again at 12:30 next Sunday. And then the week after that, in
Crabs
my
hit the road.
opinion, is the most important week of the season for the Crabs.
For sure.
By far. Because they will take on the 2 best teams in the Pacific Empire League on the road. And if they can even get a couple of wins out of that, I think that would be a success. Pitch to Moss is squibbed foul on the third base line, 0-1. They first take on the Healdsburg Prune Packers, the 17th through the 19th, Tuesday to Thursday, and then the Lincoln Potters that weekend, the 20th to the 22nd. All of those games will be right here on ESPN Radio 107.3 and hopefully on the Crabs YouTube channel. But at the very least, it will be on the radio. I will be there. 0-1 is in the dirt, 1-1, and Healdsburg and Lincoln, those were the 2 teams that went to the Pacific Empire League Championship Series last season, both very good teams. And I think that will be a huge test of where the Crabs are at as a team. And like I said, by far the most important week of the season. 1-1 fouled straight back to the screen, 1-2. For context, last season on that same road trip, Healdsburg and Lincoln, the Crabs went 0-6. They did not win a single game that week.
And they had some close games, too, where they just...
Well, they had one game where the Lincoln Potters were down to their final out with a couple of runners on. They were down by 2, and then they hit a 3-run home run walk-off. One of the most deflating losses I've ever called.
Glad I wasn't there.
Yeah, it was rough. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3, and that's going to do it. That was a filthy pitch from Carrillo. That's going to do it. Here in the 5th, the run comes in for the Crabs. They lead 4-0 as we head to the top of the 6th. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the ballpark, top of the 6th inning. Crabs lead the A's by a score of 4-0. It will be Cristal, Naveau, and Ree due up for the A's against a new pitcher in the game for the Crabs. It is Wade Mounts, number 20. And he has pitched so far this season, appeared in 1 game, 2 innings pitched, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, walked 3, struck out 3. Wade Mounts out of San Jose State. Crabgrass Band here every Sunday and Friday. They are not here on Saturdays, but the midweek series, they alternate between doing Tuesday and Wednesday. I believe they're doing the Tuesday game next week, and they will not be here Wednesday.
If I win, I'm doing the socialism.
You what, doing what?
If I win, I'm doing the socialism.
Pitch to Cristal is a shallow fly ball, right field. Coming in and making the catch is Enyart, 1 away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Krusty coming out?
Yeah. He is coming out.
Luke Naveau stepping in. And I hear there might be a Krusty sighting at some point. Benjamin?
I heard he's preparing to emerge.
Whoa. I think he's been out all weekend. A crazy weekend for Krusty.
Yeah, well,
Pitch to Naveau. There for a called strike 0-1.
he's got to be bored in the off season. I mean,
Oh, yeah, 10 months of... I mean, what? I mean, he might make like 1 or 2 appearances at different community
I
events.
think other than that, he's just hanging
during
out
the
on
off-season.
in the bay over there.
0-1 is a line drive right at Wade Mounts, and he makes the catch. Only 52 miles per hour, but
He's not hit super hard.
still
but
impressive.
Still, he was off balance to
Yeah.
catch it. Yeah.
It's still not easy. I'm bringing Luke Ree. I think Krusty does make a few off-season appearances at various community events. So he does have a little bit of work to do during the off-season. Pitch to Ree. Ooh, called strike 0-1. Trackman had that bit off the plate outside, but Wade Mounts gets the call. 0-1, swung on and foul tipped, and I think they got a piece of Liam
Looks like got him on the
Forsyth
shoulder.
kind of holding his shoulder after that. And Jeff Giacomini, the third base coach at the moment, out to see if Forsyth is okay, and Forsyth waves him back to the dugout. Catchers are tough.
Got to be.
O2 is popped up right side of the infield. Ranging over and making the catch is Sewell, and that's going to do it. Here in the top of the 6th. A's go in order. They trail 4-0. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, Humboldt ESPN 107.3 FM. back to the ballpark, bottom of the 6th inning. Crabs lead the A's by a score of 4-0, and might have a new pitcher on the mound for the A's.
Looks like.
We do. It's number 32.
Zach Geis.
Zach Geis. Placing Nate Carrillo. Nate Carrillo was perfect through 3 before 4th inning, where the Crabs did damage. Namely, Adam Enyart with that 2-run shot. Zach Geis out of Stanislaus State, CCAA guy. Unfortunately, Cal Poly Humboldt does not have a baseball team, so can't play against them. Perazo, Lee, and Hamilton do up.
At the bottom of the 6th inning, batting for the Humboldt Crabs, number 13, Michael Perazo.
Perazo laid down a beautiful bunt.
Yeah, that was
his last at bat.
Very good bunt. Carrillo, the pitcher, almost threw him out. Pitch is fouled off to the left, 0-1.
It's true. That was closer play than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. The throw pulled the first baseman off the bag. Otherwise, he could have been out.
Yeah.
No one outside, 1-1. Misses low, 2-1. Fouled straight back, 2-2. Called strike 3. That was a great pitch from Geis. 1 away.
Batting at number 24, Caden
I'm bringing Caden Lee. And they're in the dirt, want to know. Is fly ball down the right side, out of play. 1-1.
Sustainability never takes it so good.
One called strike. 1-2. Dribbled foul down the third base line. We'll do it again, 1-2. Two, low and outside, 2-2. Pitch up high, count goes full, 3-2. 3-2. Check swing. Check down to first. He did not go, so there's a walk, and he will head down to first. Runner first with one out. I'll bring in Nolan Hamilton.
Now batting number 2, Nolan Hamilton.
Pitch to Hamilton, popped up, right side, and foul and out of play, 0-1. One is a line drive into right field. That's a base hit. He's going to stop at second. So first and second with one out for the Crabs.
That girl, Ella.
I'll bring in Parker Rogers.
Good job, Ella. Next up for the Crabs, number 4, Parker Rogers.
Pitch to Rogers, and therefore called strike, 0-1. Goes right past the catcher. And back to the backstop. Both runners move up on the wild pitch. That was thrown to the other side of Parker Rogers.
That was one mighty wild pitch.
So second and third with one out. 1-1 count to Parker Rogers. And it's right down the middle, 1-2. One, two is a line drive on a hop and past the second baseman into center field for a base hit. One run's going to score. The ball dies out there. Second run coming around. He's going to score, and the Crabs lead it 6-0. The second baseman, Brian Sanders, it deflected off of his glove and then just died out there in center field, and that allowed Hamilton to come around and score.
At the top of the order for the Crabs, number 9, Keenan Morris.
I'll bring in Keenan Morris. To Morris outside, 1-0. Runner at first with one out. 2 runs in for the Crabs. Here in the bottom of the 6th, they lead it 6-0.
That was the death blow.
(1-0) up high, 2-0. Called strike. Oh, That was well off the plate outside. 2-1. But home plate umpire Michael Cowan calls that a strike. Two-one, swung on and missed. That's 2-2. I think Michael Cowan has had a more consistent strike zone today than he usually does. Two line shot, just fair down the right field line. Parker Rogers is going to round second. He's going to head to third. And that's going to be a base hit for Keenan Morris, and it's first and third with one out.
3 hits in a row now for Keenan Morris.
That is why he is Crab's leadoff hitter. He can get it done, he can get hits, he can work some walks. Of course, we've talked about how good he's been defensively, although he does have an error today, but overall he's been very, very good over at third. They'll bring in Liam Forsythe. Pitch to Forsythe in there for a called strike, going one.
It's a wide strike zone, I'll say that. It's a mighty wide strike zone.
Yeah, but as I was saying, I think it's been more consistent today for Michael Cowan than it usually is. Usually it's all over the place, but I think today it's been more consistent with the strikes being called wide.
It is consistent, yeah.
Over to first, and Morris is back in safely. Do you want to say all 6 runs have come while I've been doing the play-by-play, by the way.
That's true. That's true. Of course, Crabs lost all 6 games on the road while you were doing the play-by-play last year, so I wouldn't, you know.
Hopefully that changes this year, though.
I wouldn't read too much into it.
True. They were winless when I was solo on the road.
That's
and
exactly
then,
right.
You joined me in Medford, and I think they got 2 wins, at least, I think.
Yeah.
Might need to join me in Lincoln and Healdsburg if the Crabs are going to have a chance. 1-1. It's fouled back.
I think it's more important that Krusty be on the road.
I know. Krusty should go on the road.
And we really need Krusty's mojo on the road.
I know. I don't know if Krusty likes to travel.
He probably doesn't like being inland at all.
Yeah. Yeah, all 3 of our road visits are inland, so. One-two, runner goes from first, and that hits Forsythe right on the back. Well, load the bases.
The bases are at O's.
This is loaded with 1 out, and things have kind of fallen apart for the A's here in the 6th. Things do have a potential to get worse here.
They sure do.
Cameron Sewell steps in.
Still only 1 out. Here comes the manager.
Coach for the A's coming out. Talk to Zach Geis. And we'll see if they make the change here.
Doesn't look like that's the plan.
Some activity in the bullpen for the A's, but you're right. I think he's just talking to his pitcher. And the meeting breaks up.
Shout out to Mike Fogay, SHN. Happy birthday, Mike.
Oh, the Giants have taken the lead.
All right.
4-3, top of the 7th.
Excellent.
Oracle Park in San Francisco. The Giants looking for the sweep of the Atlanta Braves. I also saw somebody in the park today wearing all Atlanta Braves gear.
Giants are good at home.
And I was like, that's pretty bold. Here in Northern California as Giants take on the Braves. Yeah, the Giants are looking for the sweep. Just as the Crabs are today. Push
I
to
love seeing the
Sewell.
Braves lose.
Going outside 1-0. I don't really feel any
I don't like
sort
that.
of anything
I
towards
don't
the
like
Braves.
that chop.
Yeah.
I don't like the call and the chop, all that.
All my hate is reserved for the Dodgers, and that's pretty much it.
Although I do like Acuna. I think he's up.
The 1-0 is outside 2-0. Nowhere to put Cameron Sewell.
Got a cool pink bat.
Yeah, I was about to say the 2-0 in there for a called strike, and it's 2-1. I mean, fans are complaining. That pitch was technically low, but it's definitely close enough to be called a strike. 2-1, swung on and missed, and it's 2-2. Bases loaded, 1 out. 2 runs in here in the 6th. The Crabs lead 6-0. Looking to add on. 2-2, swung on and missed, strike 3. 2 away.
Well, here's the last guy they want to see.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Adam
Number
Enyard.
16, Adam Enyard.
2-run shot in the 4th inning. 4 home runs already. This is game number 7, I believe.
Yes.
Pitch to Enyard in there for a call of strike, 0-1. A 1 in the dirt, and it's 1-1. One, sprayed foul off to the right onto F Street, and it's 1-2. There are a lot of cars parked along F Street that I can see. People just don't learn. There's usually parking along F Street, and there's a reason for that.
That's right.
The 1-2 is sprayed foul
Now we
onto
gotta
F
chase
Street
that one.
again. Do it again, 1-2.
He was in San Francisco at the time. He was actually the drug dealer at that time. But now he's so good.
1-2, ground ball to third baseman. He gloves it. He'll step on the bag at third for the force, and that is going to do it here in the 6th. But the Crabs get 2. They lead 6-0 as we head to the top of the 7th. Stay tuned. The professor, Benjamin Schaefer, will take you the rest of the way. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. back to the ballpark, top of the 7th inning. The Crabs lead the A's by a score of 6-0. It'll be Sanderson, Rodriguez, and Smith due up for the A's against Wade Mounts. And now to take you the rest of the way, here is the Professor, Benjamin Schaefer.
Thank you, Liam. Crabs leading 6-0. 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the A's. It's amazing that the A's only have 2 hits. It seems like they've had a ton of runners on base.
They've had a lot of traffic. It was the same way last night.
And yet they trail 6-0, and they've only gotten 2 hits. It'll be Sanders, Rodriguez, and Smith here in the top of the 7th. And here's the pitch. We have this is a new pitcher? This is
Wade Mounts. He came in the 6th.
Okay, this is still, who is this?
Wade Mounts.
Wade Mounts, okay.
Out of San Jose State.
And the next pitch from Mounts is swung on and missed, 1-1. The 1-1. Ooh, nasty breaking pitch right over the heart of the plate for a called strike. 1-2. Mount deals 1-2, and it's a fastball high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Two. Oh, breaking pitch is in there. Oh, no, called it a ball, but there was a question about whether he swung, and the first base umpire rules that he did not. Three-two, hit in the air to shallow center field. Now going back a few steps is Moss, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Rodriguez. He's 0 for 1.
Batting next, number 44, Julian Rodriguez.
We should retire his number.
Mounts rocks and deals. Fastball on the outside corner. The 0-1 in the dirt.
Spain wave.
1-1. Grounded up the middle. Nice high hop for Perazzo. Ranging to his left, and he makes an easy play to first. Or makes it look easy at least. 2 away. There's a seam on the grass on the infield here, and when the ball hits that on the left side, it'll skips right up. Makes a very convenient hop for the infielders. Two away, top of the order. Here's Smith. He's 0 for 2. And he takes a breaking pitch for a strike on the outside corner. A lot of break on Mounts' slider there. The 0-1 misses outside. Is the Giants game over? No. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled off the hands and out of play. The 1-2 swung on and missed, got him. A's go in order in the 7th. Crabs lead 6-0. We're going to stay here for the Crabgrass Band and take me out to the ball game as we head into the 7th inning stretch.
Join the world famous Crabgrass Band for a little.
All right. It'll be Sutter Moss, Michael Perazzo, and Caden Lee to bat here in the bottom of the 7th with the Crabs leading 6-0. Zach Geis out on the mound for the A's. Here's the pitch, and it's a fastball away. Moss today 0 for 3. 1-0. Check swing, and he rolls it back to the pitcher. And that's going to be out number 1. Here's Michael Perazzo, 1 for 3.
That boy Hezekiah. Batting next for the Crabs, number 13, Michael Perazzo.
And he fouls one right up against the screen. Dislodged one of the pieces of plastic that holds the screen up out there. The zip ties, one of the zip ties.
Well, he had an issue with the screen earlier.
Well, that one just knocked the zip tie off.
Stopped the game for a little bit.
The 0-1. This is away, 1-1. One fastball on the outside corner. 3 feet off the outside corner, actually, but called a strike. He's been calling those strikes all day, though, as Liam said. So.
Yep.
1-2 to Perazzo. And he taps that one over towards first. And Cristal takes it to the bag himself, and that's 2 away.
Thank you, sir.
Caden Lee will bat. He's 0 for 1.
Now batting number 24, Caden Lee.
And Lee takes a fastball right on the outside black. Good pitch.
Very good pitch. That's a perfect location right there.
0-1. There's another one. Almost the same spot, and it's 0-2. Two pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him. Crabs go down in order in the 7th. They lead 6-0. This is Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 8th inning. It'll be Miller, Ramirez, and Edens for the A's.
I sure hope 714 of you wore sunscreen.
Zazueta.
Attendance is 714.
714 folks at the ballpark this afternoon. Seems like there's more than that.
No, it's packed. People are showing out the Crabs games so far this season. Love to see it.
Well, the Crabs are the best thing in this community in the summer. There's a strike on the outside corner to Miller.
Well, it's not even close. I mean, why would you do anything else? I mean,
the 0-1 misses inside. Yeah, next pitch is high and inside. So 2-1 now to Miller. Flied to center, reached on an error, and then singled in his last at bat. Two 2-1 in the dirt. 3-1. Mounts deals, and that almost hit him. And so Miller will draw the walk.
Yeah, I think it literally needs baseball player. I thought it was something more exciting.
Now batting number 13, Mikey Ramirez.
Here's Mikey Ramirez. He's walked twice and hit into a fielder's choice.
It's without a doubt a baseball player. Or you're blocking the Giants game.
And a fastball outside.
Where they're from and what they do.
I mean, I can.
Miller with a short lead over first. Here's the pitch. Ooh, that almost hit him. 2-0. So suddenly, Mounts a little bit wild here in the 8th inning. And now there is a pitcher in the Crabs bullpen just beginning to warm up. Two and 0. There's a pitch over the heart of the plate, swung on and missed.
I believe that's Caden Colberg, the bullpen.
2-1. Fouled up against the screen. Runner goes. The 2-1 is swung on and missed. They'll throw down to second. So it's a strikeout, stolen base.
Now batting number 33, Hayes Edens.
And here's Hayes Edens. 0 for 2. And the pitch line in the left field for a base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third. So runners on the corners now for the A's with 1 out. And here's Cristal. He's 0 for 3.
Now batting for the A's, number 34, Harper Cristal.
And the pitch to Cristal is a great breaking pitch. Just on the outside corner, taken for strike 1. Wade Mount's got a good slider.
Yeah, it really does.
The 0-1 in the dirt. Nice block by Forsythe.
Yeah,
1-1 in the dirt. Two and 1 the count.
thanks.
Mount sets and deals. Swung on and missed. Another nasty slider. 2-2. And the 2-2 swung on and missed. That's the slider again. They get him. Nasty. 2 away. And here's Niveau. He's 0 for 3.
Batting next, number 12, Luke Naveau.
Sorry, bud. Not vowed.
There's that slider in there for a strike on the outside corner, and Mounts really has it working for him now. The 0-1. There it is again. That time he missed with a low. One fastball is hit down the third. Oh, backhand by Morris. Long throw to first is not in time, but a great stop by Aiden Morris. The run does come in to score. He had no chance to get Naveau at first, but another amazing stop by Aiden Morris. 6-1 now in favor of the Crabs.
Keenan Morris.
Sorry, Keenan Morris. Aiden is the older brother,
His
right?
brother, yeah. Played for the Crabs a couple of
He
seasons.
did, yes. That's why I confuse them, because
Yeah.
I'm old and I get players confused now. Keenan, what a play.
Yeah.
No chance, though, to get the runner. And so a run is in for the A's. It's 6-1 now in favor of the Crabs. Runners on first and second. And there's a fly ball on the infield. Perazo has it, and that ends the inning. A's get a run on 2 hits. There were no errors and a runner left. And at the end of 8, it's 6-1 in favor of the Crabs. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. We are back. Bottom of the 8th inning, it'll be Hamilton, Rogers, and Morris for the Crabs, leading 6-1, looking to sweep this 3-game series with the A's before they take on the Sacramento Pearl?
The
Stockton Pearl. Midweek, Tuesday and Wednesday, right?
Yep.
So here's Hamilton. He's 1 for 3, and he hits that one foul and over towards the third base coaching area.
Will be me and you Tuesday, and you and Mitchell on Wednesday.
All righty. The 0-1. Ooh, waves at a fastball away. 0-2. The 0-2, and he thought about going around on that. They appealed at first. He did not go. One, two. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. That's it for Hamilton. Good pitch. One away. There's Parker Rogers. He's 1 for 3. That right-hander warming in the pen still for the Crabs. Who is that out there?
I think it's Caden Colberg.
Caden Colberg. He pitched last night, I believe. Or Friday night.
I think it was Friday.
Friday night. First pitch sails outside, 1-0.
Every time you
1-0 is a strike at the knees.
We put videos of it somewhere.
1-1. Outside. Two balls, one strike. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle with a fastball, and the count goes even. 2-2. Way outside. 3-2. Guy sets and comes home. Ooh, just misses with that pitch low. And Rogers will take the walk. Back to the top of the order, Aiden Morris, who's 3 for 4 this afternoon.
Next up for the Crabs, number 9, Keenan Morris.
Keenan Morris. Keenan Morris.
Thanks a lot.
It was last night too.
Yeah.
I thought he got a hold of one and it was gonna go.
Really?
Guy down the warning track going.
Oh, man.
Here's the pitch. Rides high with a fastball.
That's it.
1-0. And that's fouled out of play.
That foul ball brought to you by Baywick Golf and Country Club.
Ball and a strike to count. One, rides high and outside. Two and one. Here's the pitch. Off the hands, a little looper out to shortstop. They throw back to first in time, and that's a double play. Fans not happy about it, but they got Rogers at first. So that ends the inning. No runs. There were no hits. There were no errors, and nobody left. And at the end of 8, Crabs lead 6-1. Stay tuned. Last chance for the A's coming up. This is Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. All right, we're back. Top of the 9th inning. Crabs leading 6-1. It'll be Sanders the second, Rodriguez, and Smith. Last chance for the A's. Crabs looking for the 3-game sweep.
A new pitcher on the mound for the Crabs is Caden Colberg.
On the mound for the Crabs, number 30, Caden Colberg.
And this is his 3rd game he's appeared in. 3 innings pitched. In those 3 innings, he's only given up 1 hit, 0 runs, walked 2, struck out 5. he has 1 save, so good start.
Batting for the A's, number 9, Brian Sanders.
Here's Brian Sanders, the second. He's 0 for 3.
Sorry, dude, announced you a little early.
Tuesday night, Stockton Pearls will be in town. 7 o'clock game. I'll be here. Liam's going to be here.
That's right.
You should be here too. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss at a fastball, 0-1, 92 mile an hour, up in the zone. The 0-1. There's a strike at the belt, 0-2. Kohlberg sets. And that pitch rides high. One and 2 the count. 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the A's. 1 and 2 the count. And check swing, the ball skips away, and they rule that he did not swing. Two and 2. Next pitch is high and the count goes full. The 3-2. Check swing. Did he go around? Nope. So it's a leadoff walk for Sanders, the second. And here's Rodriguez. He's 1 for 2.
This is a pinch hitter.
29. Luke Shaheen.
Batting for the A's, number 21, Luke Shaheen.
That's how you say that?
And he takes a pitch outside. All Kohlberg has to do is throw strikes. He's got a 6-1 lead. One 0 is way high. 2-0. Is a fastball right down the middle. 2-1. 91 miles an hour.
Yeah, he throws hard.
Two 2-1. Fouled out of play, and the count goes even. Two and 2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. 1 away. Back to the top of the order. Here's Smith. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
I mean,
Next up for the A's, number 14, George Smith.
so close.
Here's the pitch. Rides high with a fastball. 1-0, fouled out of play. Ball and strike to count. Here's the pitch. And it's high, 2-1. Two one, breaking pitch right over the heart of the plate. Great pitch. 2-2. Fastball misses high. Count goes full. Three two. Just got a piece of the fastball and hits it up against the screen. Count remains 2-2. Three and two, excuse me. Here's the pitch. Call, strike three at the knees. Great pitch. 2 away. A's are down to their last out. And it'll be up to Tyson Miller.
Batting next, number 4, Tyson Miller.
Miller is 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. The only run of the game for the A's. Runners going. Pitches inside, no throw to second.
Good old defensive indifference.
DI. The 1-0. Fouled out of play. One misses low. Two one. Breaking pitch is high.
Proper.
3-1 pitch is high, and he walks him. So that puts runners on first and second with 2 outs. And here's Ramirez. He has walked twice, hit into a fielder's choice, and struck out.
The San Francisco Giants have swept the Atlanta Braves.
All right.
And the Giants game that started at 1:05 is shorter than the Crabs game that started at 12:30. Guess which game has the pitch clock?
Next pitch misses high. But see, the thing is, the whole point of baseball is that there's no clock.
No.
It can theoretically go on forever.
Yeah, it has to be 3.5 hours.
Beautiful about the game is
it has to be 3.5 hours.
It goes until it's done. 1-0 pitch. It's like life. You lead it until it's done. You don't end it early. You don't walk out. You play until it's over.
Right. That's why the philosophy professor is against the pitch clock in baseball.
2-0 the count.
I get it now.
Yes. There's no time in baseball. It's eternal. 2-0 now to count.
I have no argument.
To Ramirez. Here's the pitch. Misses high again, 3-0. And the 3-0 is swinging, 3-0. Huh, fouls it up against the screen.
Yeah.
3-1 now the count. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Top of the 9th inning. And the pitch is a strike.
One more.
And now they're down to their last strike, are the A's. Here's the pitch. Runners go, and it's fouled off.
Good hand, coach.
Three and two. Runners go. The pitch is ball 4, and they have loaded the bases now with 2 outs.
It's like pitching coach Eric Giacone out to talk to King Kohlberg. And I think his message to King Kohlberg is going to be, you're up 6-1, throw strikes.
Yeah, that would be along the lines of what I might say as well. And there's 2 outs. So
Yep.
No need to get, fined. Just throw it over the plate, man. Here's Edens with the bases loaded.
Next up for the A's, number 33, Hayes Edens.
Edens today is 1 for 3. And the first pitch is a fastball way high. And now Crab's got someone heading down to the bullpen.
Brock Lenhart, I think.
Yeah, it's Lenhart.
Yep.
Next pitch is swung on and missed. 1-1. Good fastball. One. High again, 2-1.
We're at least close enough to the square. Get close enough to the square.
The 2-1. High again, 3-1. Nowhere to put this guy. He has walked the bases loaded, and now he's down 3-1 to Edens. And if he walks a run in now, then he puts the tying run. He brings the tying run to the plate. 3-1. Ball 4, and that's exactly what happened.
He's just lost all command. And now it's kind of a red alert situation for Brock Lenhart out in the bullpen, trying to get ready as quickly as possible.
That's right. Crabs were cruising. Now all of a sudden, it's a ball game.
Next number 34, Parker Cristal.
Here's Cristal, and Cristal is the guy who hit the ball so hard last night.
Yeah, this is not the guy you want up for the Crabs, because, yeah, like you said.
So 6-2, and there's a high bounder out to short. He bobbles, throws to second, and they get the force there to end the game. Nicely done. And the Crabs end up winning it 6-2 for the Crabs. 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. For the A's, 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Crabs sweep the series and go now to, 6-0 on the season? 7-0 on the season. And another good ball game today. Crabs prevailing once again.
Yeah, I mean, the Crabs were shut down first time through the order by starter Nate Carrillo, but then 4th inning,
they got to him.
2-run shot from Adam Enyard, his 4th of the season. And things just kind of cruised from there relatively until the very end. But Crabs got it done. And yeah, another great series, great sweep, and looking forward to some more next week.
All right, that's Tuesday night. The Stockton Pearl will be in town. Liam will be here. I'll be here. We hope you're here too. If not, we'll be on the radio. Till then, thanks for listening, folks. This is Crabs Baseball 107.3 FM.